Oh, Salakia.
Lord Heavenly Father, we come to you. Your name of your only begotten Son, Christ. Ask you to bless us and watch over us and keep us, Lord. Wake up from sleep, feeding the sheep. If you want the kingdom, you must be born again. The Bible like a sword, precepts so sharp it'll pierce your skin. We ain't never gonna break a bed. 2 Corinthians 4, 8-10. Before Yahwwnny come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Okay. Get grafted in. It's time to repent and get grafted in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before Yahwwnny come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahwwnny come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Straight up.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Blind Date and Faith Show. I'm your host, Yahvwnny. We got Zedekiah in the comments. We got Cinderella, you know what I'm saying, my co-host for this show, you know what I mean?
Hello.
How you doing, Sin?
I'm doing good. I like this song. You know, this song be stuck in my head when I be...
Yeah, man. Oh, man, the finished product, you know what I'm saying? The song is finished, you know what I mean? We about to drop it so everybody could finally have it, man. We're just trying to work our way on Spotify first, get that situated. Spotify, iTunes, you know what I mean? We're going to give it to the community, man, because I know the community been, you know what I'm saying, been waiting for it, man. So we definitely got you. Oh, shouts out to Mr. Messenger, man. Shalom, man. You know what I'm saying? Great to have you as a live viewer this time, man. You know what I mean? Shouts out to the fans. Shouts out to the live viewers, the replay viewers. And I just want to say shouts out to Cinderella for hanging in there with me, because we now a month strong into the show. You know what I mean? 4 episodes in. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we 1 month in, man. They can't stop us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they tried, but I really like the show and I definitely support it. And when it started getting bigger and bigger, watch everybody try to come with their little shows.
Yeah. It's all good, man. But man, you know what we about to do? Okay, AKA, you know what I'm saying, Krista K. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, let's get straight to the show, man. I know we lagging, so you know what I'm saying, we started with the brother last time, man. So let's start with the sister this time. You know what I mean? Hey, Shalom, Yahvwnny, correct?
Correct. Shalom, shalom, fam.
Shabbat
Shalom, man. Yeah, man. Shabbat shalom, man. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying, it's my honor to have you on the show, and so is Cinderella, I'm sure. And
Definitely.
Cinderella, you know what I mean? It's the sister, so I'm gonna let you start it off for the sister. You know how we do.
Absolutely.
Hi, Shalom, Yahvwnny. Yahvwnny. I just want to say first, thank you for even coming on the show. I know it's a little nerve-wracking, you know, to be in front of the public and you on a date. But I'm just grateful for everybody participating. And I just want you to introduce yourself. Should she do the cam now or?
Yeah, come.
Yeah, so yeah, if you don't mind to show yourself, do the Hebrew cam so that your date can see how you look.
Shalom, fam. Outside in this wind. Y'all let me know if the wind gets too loud. The Hebrew cam, you want me to do a fit check?
Yes.
I hate that, but let me see.
Okay. Put some music behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shouts out
cool.
to
Pass
Money,
it
you
up
know what
for
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You looking nice, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? The Water Cinderella. Now let's bring out your blind date. Oh, Tazalach, your name Tazalach. All right. Tazalach, you there?
Uh,
Okay, Khan. Okay. Khan, you know what I'm saying? Nice to have you on the show, brother. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Thank you you know what I'm saying, for like believing in the show and actually coming on the show, man. Cause like, you know what I'm saying, you ain't have to do it because obviously like you had your pickings, you know what I mean? You posted your picture, damn it went viral. So it was like, man, the brother ain't had to come on the show, man. So I reached out to him, was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I got one for you. I really do. So man, the water for coming on.
Thank you, Water, for having. Like anything that the brothers do, I'ma support it, no matter what. And I like the whole idea of it. So I'm happy to be the
Yeah, Con. All right, brother. You know what I'm saying? So the sister did a Hebrew cam, you know what I mean? So she wanted to ask you to also return a favor. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Screen, baby. All right, okay, it's on you. Okay. Con. Okay, sis. That's Tazalot, you know what I mean? I forgot to ask, how tall are you, brother?
5'8" on a good day.
5'8". Okay, so he like 6 foot with some sneakers on, Yahvwnny. How about you?
Con 5'7".
I'm a big old 5'2".
Oh, word. Okay, how you feel about that? Tazalot.
Less.
Yeah, bless, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we want, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She 5'2". What's that Lil Wayne lyric? She 5'2", but I want you. You know what I mean? So perfect height. Perfect height. Salakia, Zedekiah, I definitely miss these jumps. But yeah, Cinderella, do you got anything you want to add to all this?
No, you both you guys are very nice looking. Thank you guys for, having the courage, because one thing I want to tell a lot of people who we saying they scared to come on here. How are you saying you a Hebrew and you talking about you scared? That's impossible. We're not supposed to have any fear. Like you guys are dating a pretty safe way because you got people in between, so you're not really having full contact with the person yet. So
Con. Yeah, I definitely got a question for both of y'all. One of my questions is, you know what I'm saying, when courting, how important is it to put deadlines? Um, how important is it to put deadlines on your actions? You know what I'm saying, whether y'all trying to combine families or starting a family. How important is that to y'all?
Um, I know. I don't think like a number is necessarily the idea, but my father and my brothers always told me that if he wanted to, then he would. A man ain't gonna do nothing he don't want to do. So if he ain't wiped you up, he don't know if he wants you to be his wife in 6 months, then you probably not her, sis. So I don't think the actual
Mhm.
number, but the intention more so, and letting the Most High lead, obviously.
Okay. How about you, Taz, a lot?
I believe that's a good question. But at the same time, I really do think it's very important to have some type of goal in mind, because it keep you intentional with your moves, and you're not
Hmm.
just lost in the everyday thing. So I definitely like to move with intention and having some type of idea of where this is going, how long, when is it could play into making intentional moves. So
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with both y'all answers. And like another thing that I do want to ask, because you know what I'm saying, being in the Israelite community, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, are you looking for marriage, Tazalach, you know what I'm saying? Or like, are you just, you know what I'm saying, like, just, you know, just trying to get someone number and just talk to them for a while? Or are you actually trying to just, you know what I'm saying, talk to this person for, you know what I'm saying, a reason?
no, I definitely want to find my rib. I'm ready to settle down. We in captivity, and I need my rib with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about you, sis? You know what I'm saying? Are you just, you know what I'm saying, just putting yourself out there just to see what comes your way, you know what I'm saying, debate, or are you, you know what I'm saying, at the point where you trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for my kid and that's it?
Yeah, it's definitely intentional about being found. Um, I feel like, I mean, I got brothers and sisters all over, you know, can make a friend every day, but I'm looking to be a blessing to somebody for sure.
Okay, and you know what I'm saying, being that y'all from different states, you know what I'm saying, are y'all open to the idea of relocating for each other if this does work out off camera?
I want to relocate for sure.
Okay, where are you anyway right now?
I'm in Las Vegas right now. But
Okay,
I used to live in Texas. I moved from Vegas to Texas, and I lived there for like 8 years. And then I moved again for work. But I'm not estranged to moving around. I don't mind it at all.
okay, go ahead, Tazalot.
Uh, and you know, if the Most High willing, I'd be able to bring her to Houston, Texas, and relocate her and build.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cinderella was good. You know what I mean? I told you, man. I told you, man. This the brother right here.
Con.
I like it. I like what's going on here. You know, y'all ready for the questions? Cause we're gonna be asking y'all questions. We gonna let y'all talk, but we are gonna ask you guys questions as well.
Mhm.
I'm ready. Bring them.
All right, all right, okay, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all, you know what I'm saying, have y'all
We got a
date.
notebook on him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I do, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? One thing I do like to ask, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's y'all stance on birthdays, holidays, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I guess lastly, you know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all celebrating the Passover this year? You know what I mean?
I'll be heading out to Passover next week. Um,
Okay.
I do acknowledge birthdays. We make it like a day, a special day, dinner or with the family gathering or whatever. Um, Something like another Shabbat situation. But not it's not a big ordeal. We don't do the candles and all that stuff. How about you? What's your take on it?
Oh, hey, the sound went out.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me okay?
Definitely with the holy days, I'm still incorporating them. I haven't celebrated a birthday in 10 years. I haven't celebrated any of these pagan holidays in 10 years. Um, I'm so Hebrew that I just really am trying to just incorporate what the words say, because um, I just highly motivated and enthused by the word in the holy days. So this Passover, I'm trying to position my life and organize, to be able to celebrate it. So that's my take on it.
Okay. How long have you been in the truth? Say it again.
Over 10 and a half years, roughly.
You said 10? 10 and a half? Okay. So have you celebrated a feast day before?
Just on now, but Day of Atonement I keep, and still learning, because it's always an investigation with the calendar and trying to get the right this, that, the other. So I do a lot of studying, but I haven't gotten a chance to.
Okay. Do you have a congregation or assembly that you assemble with?
I love any camps, congregation, but I'm actively willing and open to prove any camps, prove any congregations, or come together on my own if I got to. But I value coming together as a community for sure.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. My father is also in the truth, and so he is interested in the vetting process. Anybody that I am around, he's interested in meeting them and also vetting them. So I'm glad you said that. So how do you feel about that?
I'm all for it. I love to build with the brothers. Put another man in front of them. That's gonna help out a lot. So I'm more than willing, and I would love for somebody to get to know me to help expedite that process.
Yeah, I find that well, especially online, like it's more difficult to read a person, to get to know a person, especially one of the opposite sex. Um, but a man knows a man better than a woman does, and vice versa. So I think that vetting process outside of the people involved is important. Um, do you have a relationship with do you have a relationship with a group of men outside of like work friends?
Brothers online on Facebook, I used to go to school with, or we do jobs with, and slowly, because I pray. That's one thing I pray for, is that the Most High, send me brothers to link up with. And so slowly but surely, I've connected with some brothers that might be an answer to my prayers, but we kind of moving things slowly, So, we work together. We keep in touch, and we're building, but we're not trying to move to where we make mistakes. So, um, definitely not where I want to be, but slowly but surely in the right direction.
That's beautiful. I think it's important to have the right people around you. They say that if you want to know who you are, you look at the people around you, look at your friends, and I find that to be true. Um, your boys out in the streets banging and sleeping around, and you ain't too far. You know what I mean? So I get that for sure. Do you have any questions for me? I feel like I'm drilling you.
The way like I said, I just want people to get to know me, and I'm glad you got men around you, because that lets me know that to a certain extent you're gonna be sensible, logical, and rational, and I appreciate that out of my rib. Um, I guess, let me think. When did you come into the truth?
I've been in the truth about 6 years, around 6 years. I grew up in a Christian church, and that's where the Most High found me, and I've been following Him ever since.
Okay. Brought the family in.
Um, Actually, it's a funny story. I was so involved in the church. I didn't really spend much time with my family because they were not involved in the church. And when I reconnected with my father, uh, he was talking to me about his Hebrew walk. He was talking to me about things that he was finding, and I think he was following Straightway at the time. Um, and so we kind of came into it around the same time. The Most High brought us out of the Christian church around the same time. So I praise Him for that. Um, but his children and his wife recognize it. And my children, my boys, recognize the truth also. My mother, not so much, but I'm still working on growing that seed.
Yeah, that's a blessing that that you have one or two or a few of people around you to kind of help guide you and stick with you and build with. So that's a blessing, and I look for. I learned to look for in a rib, that she has something or somebody around her, because it's real out here and it's tough. So that's a blessing. I want to ask, are you open to having more children?
I am. I mean, I have two boys right now. My oldest is graduating in May, and my youngest is not too far behind. Um, so they're pretty much out of the house. Um, but I do look forward to having more children. I am everybody's auntie. Uh, if you get to know my family, they'll tell you I'm always kidnapping somebody's child. So as many as the Most High will bless me with.
Okay. Um,
There was a question, pardon me, in the chat that asked if we believe in 50-50 or the man should provide. It was 16 times in the chat.
I love the questions. You want me to answer, or would you like to go first?
By all means, please go first.
Hey, my take on that is, number one is we gotta understand we are in captivity, and ultimately, hey, the man should 100, right? I believe that the man should pay 100 of everything, and I believe that that's the seat that he rightfully is supposed to sit on. Does this captivity world set up for that to happen? No, but I think that both man and woman should be working together, coming together, utilizing their resources in order to put that man in that seat so that he can retire his rib. So whether a man is already ready or he's not, then I think that that man and that woman should both come together, do whatever they got to do, utilize their resources, their skills and talents, put them together so that that man can sit in that seat, take over as the rightful king.
Okay, Con. Um, I agree. I do believe, Babylon doesn't make it easy for us to live the life that Scripture has painted for us. Um, I do believe that the provider should be on the man. The provider role should be on the man for sure. However, um, Proverbs 31 doesn't paint a woman as just sitting in the house with her feet kicked up on the couch. I definitely feel like a woman should be growing um, the family business. I don't believe that a woman should be working. I don't think that it creates a space for a woman to have full capacity in the home to take care of her home. Because at that point, she has two husbands. You know, you have to answer to your boss and you have to answer to your husband. So my ideal situation would be to be growing the family business and helping the husband from home.
I brought up a good point too, and I appreciate it. Absolutely, you know, Proverbs 31. She's a yeah. She's not sitting at home. She's almost like an entrepreneurial spirit and creative and talented, and I'm all for it. You know, I'm definitely all for it. Do I want my rib working for another man? Nah. You know that breaks my heart that any of our daughters of Zion got to work under any other authority of a man. So I take pride in being able to take care of my family, especially my wife. So I 100% agree, and that was a good point that you added too.
Con. How many children do you want?
I'm like you. I mean, as many as being fruitful and multiply as many as I can afford, and you know, I love children, and you know, house full, you know, and vacations, trips, you know, just you know, so
Con. Do you have any already?
I do. I got two grown, and I have one princess that you know I'm raising up since a baby in the truth.
All praises. All praises. That's definitely something I look forward to is having my children know nothing but the truth, you know. Or at least before knowing the world. You know, I don't want to have my children in the public school. I am in the public schools. Uh I work with special needs children, and it's that's it's getting worse. It's getting worse. So I definitely don't want to have my children raised up in the public schools. What's your view on homeschooling?
I'm like you, sis. I would love, like I say, having my children at the house being homeschooled and allowing us to raise and to teach and to groom and to train in our household. So I would work hard to be able to facilitate that type of environment for my kids. Yeah, this public system, you know, I fear the day that I gotta go up there and because of whatever, you know, I just want to remove them because you know we crazy about our children, especially now that we in the truth. It's a little bit more serious and strict concern of mine, but working towards having homeschooling definitely one of my goals for sure. So
Con, absolutely. You have any other questions for me?
I know I do, but uh, I do want to compliment you on your mindset, the things that you are saying. I am attracted to you. Definitely would like to get to know you. My mind is just so blank right now. You know, being this my first time, kind of being on this platform. But you know, have you been married before?
No, I've never been married. No. And to set your mind at ease, I cheated. I wrote down questions before I came. But
Prepared sister too. That's a bit.
yeah, I get the same way. I get, you know, on the spot jitters. It's a thing. I do, if you don't mind, it's a little bit of a personal question. If, feel free to decline to answer. Um, what's your relationship like with your mother?
Oh, I take care of my mom right now. None of my family is in the truth, so it's always a little touchy at times because we live differently. But you know, I definitely am having to do more for her in these days. But you know, for the most part, we got a loving relationship, but we butt heads when it comes to this word.
I can understand that. That's how me and my grandmother are. She's the one that had me in the Christian church. However, she is getting up there in age where she is more so dependent on us. However, in our conversations, you're referring to Yahuwah or Yeshua or the Shabbat not being on Sunday. It causes some confusion, you know. But I know the truth now. I can't go back. I don't know what to say. I can't go back.
I don't want to go back. Do you accept the Old and the New Testament, or are you Torah only?
I am Old and New Testament. I actually and history. I study from the Sefer, but I like connecting the dots between scripture and the history of us. Um, you said that were you raised in Houston? Were you born there or?
Born and raised.
Okay. I was born and raised in Vegas, but my family's from New Orleans and Arkansas. So I got a country heart. So I like being outside. With that being said, how do you feel about farm life or homesteading?
That's where my heart is. That's where my heart is. So I work with my hands. That's where my goal is to move towards is get land. Like a lot of us probably want to do the same thing. So that's exactly where my heart is.
He said Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. All right, that's cool. That is also my goal. That is also my dream to feed my family from my garden and have livestock and all the good things. So it's beautiful.
Right now.
Yeah, Con,
Say that
Con, Con, y'all hear me?
New song.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The brother brought out the Drake, you know what I mean? Houston land in Vegas, because this is you know what I'm saying? This is for damn sure connection, you know what I mean? We got another question. What do y'all do for fun?
Good question. You want to answer that first?
Sure. I'm an outside kind of girl. I like snowboarding. I like hiking. I like gardening. I love reading. I like riding horses. I like being outside, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Me, it's family, learning, and building. I'm kind of on a grind right now. In a perfect world, I would definitely be, traveling, seeing, going to Jerusalem, really just kind of diving into our culture because, just got a passion for that. Other than that, anything with family. If it's family, we going out, we doing whatever. Just at the house. So
Yeah. Also, as far as music, you know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all listen to the same type of music, you think?
Well, I got a little taste of my playlist earlier. I do mostly listen to Hebrew music, for majority. If it's not Hebrew music, it's classical, jazz, Christian. I do still listen to Christian music. Every now and then I catch myself on some R&B, but for the majority it's Hebrew music.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like me and the brother still stuck in the '90s. You know what I mean? What we listening to? Yeah, we'll throw some truth in there too. You know what I mean?
Me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I can't tell you the last time I listened to secular music. It's all Hebrew. You know, I got a long playlist, and I just go through it. I'm always looking to add, so it don't even secular music don't even sound the same anymore. To be honest with you.
Con.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely
man.
had a different feel to it. Message too. I feel like it went from love to slap that trick and beat that hoe and all the craziness. I can't deal. They were looking at the kids at my school like, what? How do you understand what you're listening to? I don't get it.
hmm Yeah, man. So man, I feel like this been a real good I feel like this been a real good connection on this show. You know what I'm saying? The brother, you know what I'm saying, you just like me, bro. Like I could tell you introverted, you know what I'm saying, you real reserved, you know what I'm saying? But those are manly traits, you know what I mean? Because you don't gotta get on here and do a whole bunch of talking, trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring more attention, more proving yourself because less is more. You feel me, Yahvwnny?
I do. I do. I feel like the men that do the peacocking have something to prove, you know. Everybody look at me. You're not giving
hmm
me enough attention. That's what the teenage girls be doing.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, like, know what I'm saying? Like I could tell, you know what I'm saying, like I could tell you are like a real brother, like you solid and like you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like I feel like you a good covering for her, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, you just here to, you know, be on shamar. It's the Hebrew word for garden, the sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, you already see that she's attractive to you and you want to guard over that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no talking with you, you know what I mean? I feel like you got a bulletproof vest, you know what I'm saying, in the corner, like, yo, don't mess with her, you know what I'm saying? You just on guard. And you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta say nothing because you know what I'm saying, who you are says, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, is enough. You know what I mean? So sister, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, the brother not that talkative, but you know what I'm saying, he's everything else, you know what I mean? But you'll get to know him in due time, you know what I mean?
I look forward to getting to know you. Um I don't feel like everybody should get every version of you, you know. It, you're not supposed to be easy.
Con. Oh dang, the brother didn't drop. I think he lost signal. Oh, there you go. He coming back on. There you go.
It's a
Okay.
lot. My bad. Sorry.
Oh nah, man. We were just bigging you up. We were just bigging you up. Oh,
The water. I appreciate that, man.
it ain't no sweat, man. You good? You know what I'm saying? The sister said, hold on, let me mute you real quick. All right, my bad. Okay, so like, I had to mute you because um, it's kind of like the volume kind of off. I'm gonna have to mute you on your end real quick.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no sweat. But yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But in closing, you know, the sister said that she do want to you know what I'm saying, connect with you offline. So I'm gonna definitely pass y'all information to each other. And shit, I think, you know what I'm saying, I think it's a real good match. And I thank both of y'all for coming on the show, you know.
Thank you for having us. I appreciate you setting up this platform.
The water.
Yeah, the water.
Okay.
I really
And
do appreciate you reaching out. Can you hear me?
it's good.
Okay, got you. Yeah, the water, man. The water. I appreciate you reaching out to me.
Yeah, man. No sweat. Like I said, man. Shit, I feel like you're the perfect brother for the job. You know what I mean? And, thank you for coming on.
Hey, man. All I want to say is, you know, thank you again, brother. Hey, y'all keep pushing this, man. This is, you know, hey, this is what we missing. It's new. Nobody's doing it, and I pray, Most High willing, y'all keep pushing and staying with it, and it keep growing. Cause I really feel good about this. All right, so, hey, the water to y'all for even putting this together, man. That's big. So, big up to you, fam.
Thanks, man. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. So yeah, man, there we have it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we a 4 month in, you know what I'm saying, blind dating faith. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just said y'all just witnessed Yahvwnny and Tazalach. You know what I'm saying? Tazalach, his name means to prosper. You know what I mean? And like that's, you know what I'm saying? And like I get that vibe from him. Tazalach means to prosper in Hebrew. And I feel like both of them can definitely prosper because he's definitely the leader that she needs in her life. You know what I mean? And hold on, I think the sister bring Cinderella back on. Okay, I got you, Cinderella. You gotta unmute.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was just gonna what's the word? But I hear you and I see you. I just want to say shalom to everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, Cinderella, but the brother name in Hebrew means to prosper. You know what I'm saying? What type of vibe do you get off of that? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that name is fitting for him? And like, do you think they will prosper?
Let's see. I think they look very nice together. I liked all their answers. I like that she bust out a whole notebook and the Bible on them.
yeah.
He bust out the notes.
Man.
He came ready. So yeah, I liked his answers and stuff like that. He seemed very logical. Yeah, I hope they do. You know, like I don't want to say ahead of time. You know, ahead of time I say ahead of time. So I say I'm gonna let it be to God.
Yeah, hey, Most High Christ, I feel you, but man, I feel like, I feel like this is it. You know what I'm saying? This is what he wants and need, and this is what she needs, and this is what she want. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, he don't mind, you know what I'm saying, going through her father. And you know, I feel like he'll, you know what I'm saying, he'll pass that test with flying colors because he passed my test with flying colors. I don't try to just put sisters on with anybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that it's going to, you know, it's going to fit, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't know how to choose a man. And, you know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? They just need that extra help. Not saying they ignorant, but brothers run game, you know, and sometimes when you lonely, it get difficult, or you might end up like Vivica A. Fox, you know what I'm saying? Be up in your 50s, 60s, you know, trying to jump back out there. You on mute.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that and stuff like that. Yeah, women do need help picking men because men can tell us stuff that we won't understand about a man.
Con. Let me bring your daughter. Okay. We got his daughter back.
I didn't know if I was supposed to still be here or what, you know. I just.
Oh no, we just closing out. It's all good.
Okay, hey,
how you doing, princess?
Yeah, say Thawada. Say shalom. Louder.
Shalom.
Okay.
Bless the baby. She's so pretty.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say Ayan Dabar. That means you're welcome.
Y'all be blessed, King. Appreciate it again.
Okay. No sweat, King. I'll talk to you. But yeah, so with that, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and close out the show. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. You know what I'm saying? We are 1 month strong, and you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going.
Peace and love, y'all.
Yahweh Bashim Mashiach Yahushua Lord Heavenly Father, we come to you, Yahweh Bashim Mashiach name of the only begotten Son, Christ. Yahweh Bashim Mashiach bless us and watch over us and keep us, Lord. Wake up from sleep, feeding the sheep. If you want the kingdom, you must be born again. The Bible like a sword, precepts so sharp it'll pierce your skin. We ain't never gonna break a bend. 2 Corinthians 4, 8 through 10. Before Yahweh come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Get grafted in. It's time to repent and get grafted in. Before Yahweh come, it's time to repent and get grafted in. Get grafted in. Get grafted in. Before Yahweh come, it's time to repent and get grafted.